Jibong, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good evening. Good
Good night. Good
afternoon.
evening.
Good night. Good night.
Good afternoon. And welcome. Welcome to this live here. Thank you to all these amazing, beautiful ladies who have joined us from different parts of the Pacific. It's amazing to have you all tonight. And also a special welcome to our guest, Mereseini, all the way from Fiji, who is with the ATS team here tonight. It is a pleasure to have you here, and so excited as well. It's my first time to host a live with you. I think previously you had live with the team, but I was not part of that live. So I'm so glad that I'm here hosting this live with you as a special guest for tonight. So without further ado, I will ask every one of us to give a brief introduction, and I'll just start. I'm Joyce. I am originally from Bougainville, here in Papua New Guinea. I'm a mom. I work full time. I'm a teacher by profession, and I do this business as my side hustle. I've started this in 2021, and so far, more than 4 years on this business journey. And I love this business because it's flexible and I can do it alongside my full time job. And thank you, everyone, for watching. To the viewers who are tuning in from all around the world, especially the Pacific, thank you, and tell us where you are watching us live from. And I will go this way to um, our special guest. She'll introduce and then we'll go around Frida and Mele, Trudy, and to my co-host, none other than our coach for tonight. So let's go to Mereseini. Give a brief introduction about yourself and tell us where you are coming live from.
Thank you, Joyce. Good evening, everyone, to beautiful ladies. Um, it's a pleasure to be with you tonight. For those of you who are watching me for the first time, joining these beautiful ladies, my name is Mereseini. I am originally from Fiji and I'm coming live to you from Fiji. I was a school teacher by profession for 20 odd years before I became a senior executive in a corporate organization. And I left the company in 2022 because I wanted to pursue my passion to stand for the election in our country in 2022. I became a business owner from May 2023. So this month is actually my anniversary month. I have been running this business for 2 years, and I have a retired my husband is also a retiree. We are empty nesters, staying at home, and both of us run this business because my husband is also my business partner. Thank you, ladies.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Sis Mereseini, for the introduction. And it's just so amazing seeing that you are retired as well as your husband, and you are both business partners on this amazing online digital business, doing this business together. So we'll hear more from you. Let's move on with our introduction. Sis Frida.
Thank you, Joyce, and good night, everyone. Good evening from wherever you are. My name is Frida. I'm originally from Papua New Guinea, but currently living with my family here in beautiful Queensland, Australia. I'm married. I've got 3 kids, and doing part-time job as a banker. And running this business alongside my banking job. I started this business 3 years ago and loving every part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sis Frida. It's wonderful. And let's go straight to Trudy.
Well, good night, Olgeta. Good night to our our guests from Fiji. Thank you. I'm Trudy, by the way, and I'm just I'm see, I don't. Sorry, before that, I couldn't talk, but I had a stroke. But for now, I'm talking. So hopefully, I can talk probably when with this talking now that we're doing. So, by the way, I used to be I was an accountant back for the last 15 years, 30 years. And before that, the life of work, you're working all the time. And then I fall and got my stroke. And this is what has happened. So all this time, I'm still recovering. I say it's into now almost to 2 years. I think another 2 months, and it should be 2 years for this my journey in this when I got the stroke. But I love this business as well. This business which I'm doing, and I love to see how we can move forward on that. But this is all I can say for now. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Trudy. Yes, I can hear that now you are talking a little bit more and longer than how you have been talking in the previous months. So good
Oh
on
yeah.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Let's keep on doing this. Let's move to you, Sis Mele. Give us a brief introduction about yourself and where you are tuning in from.
Good evening, beautiful ladies, and I am blessed to be here this evening. And the first time for me, for my computer to fix properly. That's why I miss some of the video. And I just came back from holiday, and I asked my children to fix my computer. Now I am here. Anyway, I am working in and living in Alice Spring at the moment, and I'm a widow. My husband passed away during COVID in 2020 in New Zealand, and life was so difficult after that one, and I have no choice. I need to move on with life, and but it was still difficult because the work I am doing at the moment is kind of work is away from home. I travel, but anyway, I am a nurse, an RN. I'm a travel nurse, but I base in Alice Spring at the moment. But I was born in Tonga, moved to New Zealand years ago, and to Australia, live in Melbourne, and now I'm working in contract in Alice Spring. Anyway, I found this business through Facebook ad, and I saw my coach, and I clicked this one, and I check it out whether this is good for me or the right business for me or not, and I find out yes, this is the good business for me, and this is the right time for me. I am looking for something to help me with my family. Anyway, I enjoy it. I look forward to work together with you. You know, I'm still new, but I always check your videos and our page. We communicate each other. I always look forward to see your video because I'm still learning and I enjoy it. Thank you very, very much for everything you put on the Facebook on your our page. It's helped us a lot. Thank you.
Wow, that's so inspiring, Sis Mele. Thank you. Thank you so much for your introduction. And I am sure a lot of people who are watching out there, they can also resonate with your story. So thank you for coming on live tonight. I believe it's the first time as well. So enjoy this. This is what we love doing this because we share the experiences, we share our stories, and it's educational and inspiring to others. So let's move on to our coach for the final introduction before we continue.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, host Joycelyn. Thank you as well to our special guest, Mereseini. I think this is the second time I have you with me on live. And I'm grateful and thank you to these beautiful ladies. As they have mentioned, some of them are new, some of them are still learning. I'm still learning too. My name is Alberta. I'm originally from Bougainville in Papua New Guinea as well, same island as Joycelyn. And I'm based here in Melbourne, Australia. I am a mom of three boys, and I run this book business full time now. I'm a job quitter in this business with both my husband. We love putting our time and effort to our business. This year, we decided to take on full control of our business. So we decided to leave building someone else's dream and try to build our own here while we're still young and um, spend most of the time with our children because they're just, growing up. Two teenagers will be adults soon, and one is a 6 year old. And the 6 year old is my biggest why at that time I was looking for something as I was on a maternity leave with him at home, really struggling. And to those mothers that are out of immigrants or migrants or diaspora, we call them, I believe everyone goes through this because it's not easy having a child in overseas country and where you don't have someone to help you, and childcare is the only option that we run to. But I I didn't opt for childcare because the two big boys I already had challenges with them, and I was working, trying to cope up with childcare. Childcare is more expensive than rent in Australia, even in other places. It's a weekly rate and a daily rate. So if I have to put him in childcare, I have to at least find 2 or 3 jobs because one job will go to childcare, the other one will go to my bills, and the other one will go to families at home. We have extended families, so how can we survive? So that's the reason why I really searched online. And because I was home with him, I'm grateful for that time as well because it allowed me to look online because I believed there is something out there on the online space, but I must make sure it's legitimate and something that has the things that I didn't require to study again or pay extra outside. So when I checked out this one that was the best business for me amongst other legitimate online businesses out there. Thank you, Joycelyn.
Thank you so much, Coach. That's awesome. And yeah, I always love hearing those wonderful stories from you as well. You always remain the inspiration on this amazing journey since I've started this business. So, as the host for tonight, I basically have 5 questions for our guest, Mereseini. Once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So, I, as I am asking the questions to our special guest, to the others who are here, Frida, um, Trudy, Mele, I would also like you to think about any questions that you would love to ask our guest while she is here. We are so fortunate to have someone who is, um, started the business quite a while ago, put a lot of effort, and we've seen a lot of success, from her. So we're so glad that she's with us here tonight. And my co-host, of course, is Coach Alberta. So I'm sure she will have some questions for you as well, sis. The first question I have is, you know, being um, um, a retiree coming or jumping onto this business, were you a tech savvy starting the business
Very
at
good
that
question,
age?
Joyce. Well, I started the business when I uh, was 60 years old, approaching my 60 years of age. Of course, I was never tech savvy. It was scary to me to try and think about going online. Of course, I was a senior corporate executive in a business, and as many leaders in the company, you have the other employees who do the hard yards for you, especially when it comes to technology. It's very new. We are just used to manual work and filing and all that. Um, I was never tech savvy, and I still struggle with technology now.
Mm,
Um, but it did not stop me. It did not stop me from showing up on my business every day. Um, I remember when I started, I used to see the posters, the posts that came up, and I used to wonder, how am I going to do that? I don't have the skills. I'm scared to press the button. I don't even know how to do this and that. I used to see them coming live, and I used to wonder, how do I do that? But I pushed myself. I pushed myself to learn and to try it out. I remember one afternoon, it was out of the blue. My mentor just called me and said, "Can we go live?" And I said, "How do I do that?" I said, "Go on to StreamYard." And I was shaky. My hands were shaking because I didn't know how to go into the StreamYard. I went onto my phone. I clicked something, and then boom, it came up. And I was so happy. I said, "Oh, I learned something new today." you know I was never tech savvy, but it did not stop me from pursuing my business. When I think back about the fears that I had, the anxiety when I had to start working on my sales funnel, and getting my submitting my sales funnel, and then even the DNS, GoDaddy and all that. Oh my goodness, I was scared. I was just scared. Might I press something and then all my money is gone? When you have to buy your domain, but I persisted. I did not give up. I still struggle now, but I will not allow it to be a barrier to my success in this business. So If you're listening in tonight and you are one of me, scared of technology, your excuse is, I don't know technology. I don't know how to use internet. I don't know. Please just shut out all those excuses. Just close your ears to all those excuses and step out, because you know what? You will not be alone in this business. You look at us tonight, the six of us from different parts of the world, different parts of the Pacific. But in this business, when you come in with no knowledge, with no skills, with non-tech savvy or whatever excuses you have, you will be supported in this business. You have a very supportive community that will help you overcome your fear, will help you learn what you need to learn in order to be successful in your business. Yeah, that's it for me, Joyce. I was never tech savvy, and I
Thank you.
still am not all there.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. I love the way you answer that question. Yes. So, let's go to the next question. The question is, when you had started, of course, you had the guide there, you had the mentor. Did you ever seen the results without referring to our a video-based training? Did you ever seen any progress without referring to the training?
Oh my goodness, Joyce, you and I know we are teachers, eh? We have education background, and training and learning is part of our DNA. So whatever new thing that you want to learn, you must look at the manual. You must
Yes.
learn the tricks of the trade in order for
Yes.
you to be successful. For me, initially, to be very honest, I was kind of hesitant to be plugged into the training every day. I was kind of hesitant. And I don't know, maybe because of my age and because I was also in a rush. I wanted to learn as much as I can from from my mentor and my coach. But you know what? My mentor threw me into the deep ocean and forced me to swim. So whenever I would ask my mentor, she would say, plug into the training. And I would ask other business owners, they would always remind me, plug into the training, plug into the training. So I had to plug into the training site. I had to start from scratch. I had to go through my training step by step. I had to have the patience and the humility to learn the tricks, the apps, the strategies that I need to acquire and be confident to use. So if you want to get the results of this business, you want to get the results of your of your investment, there's no way. you know Training is very important. You go back, you will, your mindset will change. First of all, your mindset will change, how you perceive things will change, how you treat your business will change, how you see other people will change. And that, your attitude towards your business, then you will show up on your business. You will see the importance of consistency in this business. And of course, you will start harvesting. You will start your harvesting earlier than you would have expected. But for me, I know the first few months, I was not very consistent in my training because I have other engagements here in the government of Fiji that I still get myself involved in. So I remember the first few months of last year, I was very busy with other things and I didn't have much time to go into my training. But then when I came back, my mindset changed, my mindset shifted, and I said, I'm going to go into my training and learn as much as I can, learn how I can earn money quickly, learn how I can mentor other people better, learn how I can collaborate with others. So If you are new in this business, or if you have been in this business for maybe 3 or 4 years, but you are not getting the results, I am encouraging you, go back to your training site. Go back there. It's all there. It is all there. And it's so clear, video based, And the good thing is, you can listen to them over and over and over again. You know, there is really no excuse for us not to be successful in this business because the training is well defined, very clear for us. The only thing that we need to have, humility, willingness to learn, and we will grow. Thank you, Joyce.
Wow. And thank you. I can really agree with you. Training is what um, we go through step by step in order for us to grow our business or grow in this business. So thank you very much for giving that detailed explanation or answer to that question. So now, after you have fully established your business, how is this online digital business benefiting you and your family?
So many benefits, Joyce. I can talk about the benefits the whole of tonight, but let me just summarize it into 4 points. First of all, I would say it's my mental health. This is something that has really helped me because, this was one of my whys when I chose this business. I wanted to have some kind of stimulation of my mind when I retire. I found this business in 2021, you know, because I was preparing for my retirement. I wanted to continue to do something that would stimulate my mind, that would, that would keep my mind active through adapting to new things, challenging me so that I will be able to, to enjoy and feel productive and useful even in my old age and in my retirement. And I felt at that time that I still had a lot to offer, So this business to me is it's an opportunity that gives me a sense of purpose, So for me personally, sense of purpose. Like although I'm retired, there's no one you know, that I'm accountable to in the workplace. I don't have to rush and work for somebody else. But, every morning when I get up after my quiet time with my prayer and I said, oh, I have this to do. There is a purpose. You have that sense of purpose. And, it helps you mentally, and when you have that healthy mental well-being, spiritually, physically, you feel good about yourself. But number two is, of course, financial independence, right? Financial independence, I think, is one of the things that most of us digital business owners aspire to get. You've just heard Coach Alberta. She's quit her job. She's depending now on her income from this business, and there's a financial independence that we all want to enjoy. And I am for 2 years now, I can say that I'm very happy with this independence, financial independence. I don't have to ask my children to help us with our bills. I don't have to worry about my husband's medical bills, about my husband's um, cost of, my husband is also a stroke survivor. Trudy, my husband is also a stroke survivor. He suffered a multiple stroke 5 years ago, and, you know, it can be very expensive to look after our sick loved ones. So having this business has provided me that financial independence. Um, the other one is what I love about this business is the flexibility. Oh, I love it. I love the flexible lifestyle in this business. Um, I don't have to clock in and clock out. I can decide when I want to get into onto my business page. When do I put on my post? or whenever I travel out of my town, go to the capital city, I take my business with me. So the flexibility of lifestyle is just awesome. For someone who has worked for 38 years in a 9 to 5 job, where you are accountable to somebody, and then you suddenly have a job that enables you to be flexible, the feeling is just awesome. I'm sure Coach Alberta would be experiencing this now that she's a job quitter. For those of you who are still working, you will feel this freedom, when you quit a jobs or when you are retired and you don't have to hustle outside your home. You just earn money from the comfort of your home. The freedom is just awesome. That feeling of freedom, flexibility is just awesome. And finally, I would say one of the things that I've benefited a lot from this is my social interaction with other people, social connection. When you retire, you've actually left behind all your connections, your network of people you used to communicate and interact with when you were working full time. Now, when you suddenly become a retiree, you all those network and connections are severed because you are now at home. You are no longer in that corporate world. But you know what? I'm enjoying the social connections and interactions that I am having in this business. Actually, it's much better than what I enjoyed in the 38 years of my work. Connection with you, beautiful ladies, making new friends, and the opportunity to help others. That's what I love the most in this business as well. The opportunity to help others, the opportunity to mentor somebody else, the opportunity to make a difference in somebody else's life. That's what I love about this business, and it's something that I look forward to every month. If I can help at least one person, one family change, transform their lives, that's a big, big plus for me. But, I thank God that He's been giving me that opportunity. And it's, since I've been running this business, and since I've been very consistent, since I've grown in this business, I've seen God opening up doors for me to help more people, more people, more people in this business. So those are the benefits that I thought I should share with you. There are so many others, but those were the four that I thought I should share. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sis Mereseini. And that is really, really inspiring once again. And I would like to ask my final question, and that is basically to do with your, the progress, the success. You have come this far already, really become successful, and we've seen you grow. What are some things that make you become really successful in this business? Or, yeah, I would say that what are the things that are helping you, maybe things that you are doing to help you to become successful?
Thank you, Joyce. For me personally, uh, I am a risk taker. You know, I, it's in me to take risks, and it's because of my experience as traditional business owner, and the the last job that I was holding was actually a new project, a new business in Fiji, and I started it. I helped establish that business with the owner of the business. I helped build his empire. I helped build his legacy for 18 years. So I've got that risk-taking DNA in me, and of course, with the support of my husband. That is one thing. Number two, my why. Because, when I joined the business, I saw it as an opportunity for me to help other people, not only for myself. My why kind of changed when I saw the success stories, when I read the success stories of people all over the world um, running this business. And I thought about my own people. I thought of my family members, my relatives. And I said to myself, if they are successful, I'm sure we can be successful too. So what I did, I was not afraid to reinvest. I was not afraid to take the leap of faith. I reinvested. I wanted to prove that the system works, the business works, and I want to experience it first so that I can be very confident when I share with my people. And that's exactly what I did. You would have seen how many business accounts I have now, and the income that I have received. The last 7 months, I've continued to receive five-figure income. And for me, it's given me more confidence to share the legitimacy of this business, to share to everyone who are still skeptical, who are still sitting on the fence, that this business is real. This business can change lives. This business can give you what you desire, but you must be consistent. You must show up on your business. Our journeys are different, but we can all achieve our goals if we remain consistent, if we are genuine with what we do. So that to me were the driving forces behind my success, to ensure, just to experience it myself that, this is possible in this business. I was not scared to reinvest, and learn as much as I can. And of course, when you see the results coming, you have more confidence to share your story, to share with those who are following you. And of course, you also learn how to help them, how to motivate them, how to mentor them to become successful just like yourself. Yeah. Right.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's really, really inspiring again. So, um, thankful for all the answers that I've received for all these questions that I've asked. With that, I will give at least 2 or 3 minutes to this other guest that I have here with me if they have any questions to ask you. Sis Frida, any questions from you?
Yes, thank you.
Just
Thank you
one.
so much, Mereseini. Your story is very inspiring. When someone, the audience watching here, will be inspired, and they are already inspired by your story. Now, if someone out there is asking, is this business for me? Is this right business for me? How can I start this business? What will you tell them?
Well, thank you, Frida, for that question. For me, I think it's so important that you know yourself. You need to know your capabilities. You need to know your um, competencies. You need to believe in yourself. That is so important, um, because for every new project, you will know deep within your heart whether it's for you or not. The good thing about this business is that you come in to a community of people who will be there to help you succeed in this business. That is the beauty about this business. I used to run traditional businesses. And the even the first business, that I started for this for the Japanese guy that I helped him start this business. No one taught me. There was no mentoring, no coaching. Even the policies, the regulations of the government, they were all gray. But with my determination, I worked my way through. I found ways and means of trying to set it up, have it grow, leave it with him when I left. But in this business, you have mentors. you have coaches, there is really, and you have the business community, and you have the the weekly mastermind sessions that we have every week. There's really no excuse for you to say that you can't do this business. You know, when you tell yourself that you cannot do it, you are already defeated. Right? You are already defeated. You are already stopping yourself from enjoying the opportunities and the privileges that this business offers. You know, so if you I say, how do you get into the business? Everyone has her own unique website domain, right? So all you have to do is to log into their website, whoever you are following, whoever you feel comfortable with, whoever you trust, whoever you are happy to work with, whether it's overseas or just your neighbor, whoever, right? Just log into the website. It's free. It's a free login. You don't have to pay for anything, right? And you watch the webinar. You know, the good thing about this business, Frida, we don't force people to get into the business, but we provide them as much information as possible for them to be able to make a decision. You know, so the information comes in the form of email that is sent to them. Watch the live webinar, register for live webinar, or watch the workshop replay, or even watch such programs that we put on our business pages or on our Facebook pages, where we talk about facts about our business. You know, we talk about the benefits. Of course, we know in everything that we do, there are challenges, but you know, we overcome the challenges because nothing good comes easy. All right? Nothing good comes easy in this world. You want that piece of diamond, you need to go into the mine and you have to work hard to get that piece of diamond, that piece of gold. It's the same thing here. But the beauty, as I said earlier, is the community support, the mentorship, the coach, the business community. You will never be alone here. The only one who will stop you from joining this business is yourself. You are the only obstacle in joining this business. Thank you, Frida. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. I believe so. And that is really, really educational. I'm sure people who are watching us, they are also learning a lot from you tonight. All right. Can I ask Trudy if she has any question to ask?
Yeah, thank you. Um, um, just this is really amazing. The way you did, talking about this business. For me, it was it's only one month, 1 year now that I've done this business, and my talking was not. Even I'm slow as well in talking and my mind as well, but I know that what you're doing and all the sharings that you have doing, and even all you others now that are doing all this business. Oh, I really love that, and I've been always watching and trying to learn and all this time. So thank you for sharing and doing that whilst I'm still learning on this way on this business. Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Trudy. Can I congratulate you, Trudy, and encourage you to keep doing what you are doing? I am very proud of you, to be very honest. For
Thank you.
someone who's had a mild stroke, and for you to have that positive mental attitude that nothing is impossible, because this business, allows you to go at your own pace. There is
Thank you.
no reason, where you cannot do this business. You don't have to do live all the time, you know. Of course, I when I started doing live with my other fellow Fijian entrepreneurs, I've seen how they have grown in their confidence, grown in their knowledge, grown in their skills. And I remember when I started with them 2 years ago, most of them were struggling. And for you, Trudy, you will come out. You will come out better. So you just need to have that positive mental attitude. I am very proud of you, to be very honest. I'm very proud of you for not giving up and for pursuing this business. Anyone
Thank
can do
you.
this business as long as you are willing to learn and you can go at your own pace. Thank you, Trudy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mereseini, and thank you, Trudy, as well. Let's move to Mele. This is Mele.
Um, Thank you, Mereseini. You really, really encouraged me this evening because the first time I saw you, I think I saw you on the community group with your husband. When I look at you, I think I am in the same age with Melisani. I saw, and it's keep pushing me and to keep going. And tonight, I can see face to face with you, and I can listen to your story. And my question is, how did you do your? What is the best at? Did you get more buyer since you started your business? I am a little bit struggle with this one because I am look at us as a Pacific island and also at our age. I don't really look at choice because the young one they knows how to use the kind of. But for us, how did you get? What is the way did you do? And you can explain to us.
Okay, Mele, thank you for your question. I feel you. I can resonate with you. I know, I understand. Well, when I started the business, I remember being told, keep posting on Facebook, at least 3 times a day. So I was doing that. Initially, I just did it from my personal page because I had more followers there than from my business page. And then I kept doing it, and I was wondering, okay, it's new, it's something new. Sometimes I sleep at night. For me, trying to get my return of my investment was not really a primary thing for me at that time. I wanted to test the system. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to test that the system is good. My initial um, you know, uh, when my husband and I talked about the business, I said, it's okay if we don't get any money. We've got our product. This is very important for our health. That is the biggest plus for us. So that's what I said. But then, I wanted the financial benefit for others because I wanted them to know that there is something that they can do. So when it came to ads, I was struggling. I said, "How do I do this?" Because I remember when I was running my campaign, a political campaign. I remember I had already got my Google account because I put some ad there. Somebody helped me then at that time. So I had already got a Google ad account there. So one day I posted up just a picture of me and my husband uh, as just a post. And then my mentor just messaged me, boost that post. So I boosted it. So I looked at it. Okay, it's very easy for me to boost this. I've already got my Google account. So I think I paid maybe 20 Australian dollars to have it run for maybe 5 days. That ad opened up doors. And this was probably just the second month of my being in the business. It boosted. Oh my goodness, that time I couldn't stop sending messages to my coach because I had so many leads. I had so many leads. Most of them I didn't know. Most of them I didn't know. But you know what? It did not dampen my spirit. I felt more excited when I saw the leads coming through my email. Oh my gosh, somebody else has signed up. Somebody else has signed up. Somebody else has signed up. So, you just keep going. You just keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting God in the process. Keep trusting the system. And just remember the mission. You make sure whatever you do, you have to change somebody else's life. You just keep doing what you are doing. The commission will follow. Don't think about the commission first. You just think about how you are going to help somebody else know the business. So when people start signing up on your website, you are actually providing them the opportunity to learn about the business. And whether they take the next step or not, that's not your problem. It is theirs. But you've given them the opportunity to learn about the business. The serious ones will come back. The serious ones can come back after 1 year. They can come back after 6 months. Some can come back after 2 months. It's amazing how the business works, because what we've been taught in our training are the attraction tools that attract people. We don't go bugging people. We don't go and force people to know. You just provide them the information. The decision is theirs. Right? So I don't do ad regularly. It's sometimes when I feel that I need to get more people, then I just run the ad. Otherwise, it's just daily showing up on my Facebook page, daily sharing, right, with my business partners on their messenger page, or I do more lives. I do weekly lives, whether I do it once or twice in a week. And just being you, that is so important, just being you. When you share your story, when you come live, when you write or something on your Facebook page, you just being you. People can see through you. They can feel you when you talk to them, when you have live. Yeah? So that is it, my sister Mele from. Now I know that you're from Tonga, because I am also connected to Tonga. And it's good that you are in this business too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I believe Sis Mele had understood what you have done and how you are getting more people joining you to do their own online digital business as well. And with that, I will give this time to my co-host, my coach, Alberta. It's over to
Thank
you
you.
now.
Thank you, Joyce, and thank you so much, Mereseini. Oh my gosh. It's like I want to listen to you as long as I want. Keep listening to your story. And, you know, I feel so inspired by your
Me
story,
too.
and I can also resonate with you,
Mm,
especially with time freedom or and financial, you know, goal. I just have one question for you. It's regarding the challenges. Seeing you very successful here in your journey, still going, what is one challenge that you can share with us that you faced when you were new and you are still facing today, but never giving up?
Thank you, Coach Alberta. I think one of the challenges is technology. Still not fully grasping the nitty-gritty things of the different apps that we can use in the business. Yeah? Um, you know, reels, having to learn how to use Canva design. Um, I still find challenges there, but you know what? I don't give up. I major, if I'm not so good at reels, I'm not so good at Canva designs and writing fancy posters and all that, or CapCut, using CapCut, or in short videos. I don't really allow that to dampen my spirit and, you know, stop me from appearing on my page, because I believe that there are areas that I'm good at. So I use it, I exploit it. Like, for example, I'm good at doing live. So I make sure that I do live almost every day. And when I do live, I don't have to talk about my business. I just want to show people that I'm a real person. Um, so I would say that the challenge that I have is technology, having to keep up with the rate. We have the mastermind sessions, the topics that we are uh, taught, and all those things. Oh, it can be mind blowing. It can be overwhelming for someone who is not IT inclined. But I don't allow it to dampen my spirit, because my why is still stronger than all those obstacles. My why. I have a very strong why. So sometimes when I it's my down day. When it's a down day for me, I will always remember my why. Say, oh, I need to post on Facebook. Oh, I need to have a life, because I need to show up to the people that I want to change, that they need to have the information about this business. So if I fail to appear or to show up on my business, then who knows, that particular day, maybe there's someone who is really looking for something to change their family, to change her life. And then I don't appear that day, then, that opportunity is lost. So my why is very strong. And to me, the opportunity to help other people in the Pacific, in the world, our own people, is so strong that I just get out of my comfort zone and just go for my business. I hope that answers your question, Alberta.
Thank you. It does. And I just wanted to say that does working amongst age groups help you as well? Like having business owners that are young, business owners that are your age, like the mix of people, business partners in your business, I'm sure really helps you as well.
Absolutely,
Technology.
absolutely. Yes, when you have different age groups, because especially the younger ones, they are good with technology. They are very fast when it comes to having their website up and around, and there's all that. They are so fast. But those in my age group, these are the ones that really need a lot of encouragement, a lot of motivation, a lot of pampering, a lot of coaching. And I love to do that. I love to do that for them. And I'm always, I've always shared with them that, you learn, you take ownership of your business. This business is yours. I will not run it for you. I can help you, I can coach you, I can mentor you. But when it comes to running the business, it's your call. So I'm always encouraging. I have a lot of business partners who are in my age group, or just maybe 3 or 4 years younger than me. And in the Pacific, we need to get out of that mindset that when we are in our 50s, we are old and we are not very productive. No, we can still do so much more. And in this business, you will realize your potential in this business. You become better versions of yourself through this business, I tell you. So having a mixture of age groups is a plus in the business. That's why Coach Alberta, the Fiji team, we are preparing for our meet
Yes,
in
I'm.
at the end of this month in Suva. This time we are not inviting you, our Pacific Island sisters and brothers, but in the future we hope to have something for all the Pacific Islanders. So we are excited, looking forward to that opportunity where we are going to meet offline, and we are going to have the younger ones, help the older ones, the retirees and the grandmothers, with some of the technical aspects of the business. So, yeah, having
Wow,
a different age group is really good in the business.
that's really awesome. What you guys are, about to do, and even virtually as well. And for me as a coach, I can feel what you're saying because I sometimes maybe fast at talking and coaching and this, and then I realize, hang on, I need to slow down because I've got I've got people like example Mele and Trudy. Sometimes I take it for granted and I just talk like I think they are with me, but then when I realize, oh no, they didn't get what I said. So then I need to try to change it around. How do I say it the most understandable way? So I have to be really patient with
Yes.
myself as well, and the way I coach
Mm,
older generation.
yes.
I feel it's easy to work with my age group and the younger ones, but the ones that are going first than me, it's a bit of a struggle, but it doesn't allow me to give up on them. I believe they have a big potential and they have a lot in store to help others with.
Yeah.
But it just is little technology thing that is slowing them. But it will get better and better every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for the question to our guest. So, with that, I would like to once again take this time to thank Sis Mereseini for joining us for this go live tonight. Your presence here have made this session truly inspiring for everyone who is watching us tonight. And I believe those who have watched us tonight, they will follow each one of us or any one of us tonight just to make sure that they find out a little bit more and then they jump onto starting their own online business. I'm saying that because your conversation with us here, your sharing with us here, um, was really, really inspiring and educational. Yes, it brought the authenticity to the audience, and I believe a lot have been educated. So it's a pleasure once again to have you here with the ATS team, with Coach Alberta, and yeah, we look forward to have you again here later on. So Vinaka, thank you
Thank
through.
you.
God bless, and thank you so much for watching as well.
Kuya
Thank
Binaki.
you.
Thank
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 you.
you.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, viewers. Thank you to
Have a good evening.
everyone.